Welcome to Todd Family Farm. I'm Adam, and we're going to start a new series here for you. So I'm introducing that, and I'll show you outside. And I don't know if you can see that, but it's a gloomy day. So I thought today, we kind of slept in, so if I have bedhead, my eyes look a little soggy. That's because they are. So we're going to introduce a new series today. It is going to Meet the Family series, and we are going to start with my wife because she is the backbone of the family. So I hope you enjoy the series. We hope to do more along the way, and you can get to know us just a little bit. So we're excited to share with you our life, and obviously our life revolves around God. So maybe if you don't like religion, we don't think of it as a religion. It's just our life, and our life revolves around God. So we can't, that's going to show through no matter what. So hopefully we can get through everybody. Hopefully it'll be something nice, a nice project for Abby to do this winter, and a nice project for you know, when things get slow this winter, but that you guys can enjoy and get to know us a little bit better. So we're looking forward to it. I hope you are, and I know a lot of people like to see the other folks in the family that sometimes aren't always on the camera. So we're going to try to do that, and really, if we can give God glory, that's our hope. So stay tuned for this video. Will be Jill and my wife, and coming forward, we'll try to do every member of the family at some point. So thank you for watching. Here is the mama in her natural habitat. And what are we doing today? Making tea? Oh, they were pacifying children. And as a mama, she gets lots and lots of questions, and she's the central hub of the house. So, you want to tell them your name?
Jill.
And do you like being on camera?
No.
And is it because we hide you in a corner that you don't go on camera?
No, I'm just not a camera person.
But everybody wants to say hi to you, so we get to see you today. And
and it's just daily life.
Daily life. It's quite chaotic in our house, but it's a controlled chaos.
For the most part.
And you like it.
Yep.
And this is your office.
That's where I spend most of my time, and I genuinely love it. So I spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Some people might call you a housewife, but really you're a homemaker.
Homemaker, yes.
Yeah. You give a woman a house and she'll make a home. And Jill definitely does that. So we've been married, how long?
15 years.
And we have how many children?
7.
7. And you've been a homemaker the whole time?
Whole time, yep.
And what do you just spend your day doing?
Bunch of miscellaneous. A lot of time is spent in the kitchen, from early morning, breakfast prep, and then I'll usually do some tidying up around the house or something, get some schoolwork going, tend to Isella, and then I'll be back in the kitchen for lunch prep. And afternoons can sometimes be a little bit slower, but usually I find something around the house that needs to be done. Then back for supper.
So in all reality, if there are women out there and they act or they think that doesn't sound very fulfilling, or it doesn't sound very rewarding, what would you have to say to that?
It's the most fulfilling thing that I think a woman could do, and there's nothing better than at the end of the day knowing that your family is well taken care of and your house is well taken care of, and that you get the privilege and honor of doing that and having that responsibility.
We're watching them load line behind you, so we will do this. There you go. Are you happy?
Very happy, yes.
And is there anything else you'd rather do?
No, I don't even like to, I don't know, we don't even go on many dates just because we just like to be home. We like to be with our family, and I really don't like to leave our family. I don't really go out and about and get hair done or this and that. I like being home. I like taking care of my home, and I like taking care of my family. And we always, a few times that we might slip away, we're always ready to get back home, and we always just, evening time is our family time, and we just settle in our living room and all together, and there's just nothing better for us than just at the end of the day we're all together and we're all tucked in good together, and just having that family time, and there's really nothing else that I could imagine doing.
And what are some of the things you enjoy? You really enjoy gardening and canning, right?
Gardening and canning, yes, and cooking. I do. Some women it might not seem as enjoyable, but in the kitchen it's really one of my favorite places to be, and I just don't see it as work. I enjoy it. I just take pleasure in, even the tidying up part of it, the dishes. I'm doing dishes all day, but it doesn't bother me at all. It's what I do, and I love it. So
you keep a nice home. You do. You can show us some of your canned stuff. You do enjoy canning.
Yes.
And you display some of them, but really that's kind of practical because you can always come over here and grab a jar of beets and taters, potatoes.
These are watermelon rinds.
Watermelon rinds, you can't see them the best, and pickles, and it's a handy way to display them as you're still actually being able to use them. So.
And I have corn and beans and pumpkins and sweet potatoes and cherries and peaches and all that down where we store our canned goods too.
So you don't just stay in the house all year long. You
No.
spend a lot of time in the garden.
Yes.
And you enjoy gardening.
Yes.
And you even enjoy weeding.
I do. You give me 3 hours and I'll be out there and I'll just weed away, and I like it. I actually find it relaxing, or just, it's not a chore. It's a way to just, I don't know, there's a peacefulness about it, and just, I enjoy it, so.
Tending God's earth.
Yep.
Okay, we interrupt Jill's meet and greet to add a little segment in here. And we'll just let Abby figure out how to put this in. So, she's gonna tell you how we met.
Well, we met actually on Farmers Only, back when it first started up. And I was down in Illinois, and I signed up for a first month free subscription in May. And little did I know, up here in Iowa, someone else had signed up for the free trial subscription in May as well. So that's how we met, and you don't want me to tell them the rest?
Yeah, tell everything. I don't care.
Let's see, we started chatting back and forth, I think towards the end of May, middle or end of May of 2006. And then he at one point said, well, I just wish you lived closer because I don't like to travel. And if you live down the road.
See, I have never liked to travel, and I've been forthright with that.
If you live down the road, I'd be right there at your doorstep. And about a week later, he was down in Illinois.
Yeah.
At my doorstep.
Distance didn't matter much. We met, so that was in May, and we were married in July. So, and the rest is history. And we have a wonderful marriage. And we're very thankful. It got off to a rocky start, and I think probably Satan didn't want our marriage to succeed, and I think he knew what maybe some of the glory that we'd be able to give to God in our marriage and our family. And we started a church, and we tried to serve the Lord, and had Satan succeeded in busting us up that first year, we wouldn't have done any of that. So got through that, and it really has been, since the first year of our marriage, it really has been smooth sailing. So I do a lot of marriage counseling, and it gave me special insight on how to help others through. So not only did we kind of get through little bumps in our marriage on the get-go, we were able to help others do, really have helped others too. So, there's that. What else can we share? We got married in July, and we knew we wanted a big family, and we got pregnant right away, and Jocelyn came early, so she was overeager to come. So for those, if you start doing math, Jocelyn's 14, but we've been married 15 years, and we waited until we were married, but things happened quickly. And people can say, well, I don't know, that was only 36 weeks after you're married, and people can think whatever they want to think, but we waited until we were married, and we saved ourselves, and I wouldn't have it any other way. She was my first kiss.
I never dated anyone else, and he never dated anyone else.
I was her first kiss, and match made in heaven, literally. So I growing up, was much the same way she was. I was homeschooled, and she was homeschooled. And she was very humble, sought to serve the Lord. And I was very humble and sought to serve the Lord, and have been that way my entire life. I was saved and baptized when I was 6 and 7.
I was about 6.
And we just, I started praying for my spouse even at 11 and 12 years old. Mm-hmm. And it was, when you're I don't want to be prideful at all, but when you're set apart from the world and you're a Christian, looking for another strong Christian with good values and godliness, and you look out in the world right now, you think, where in the world am I going to get a spouse? And it's probably even worse now than it was. It's pretty daunting. So God did use Farmers Only to bring us together. So people can make fun of Farmers Only and how it's redneck or hick or whatever, but God used it in our life. We didn't even pay a dime. So sorry, Farmers Only, but we have a wonderful marriage 15 years later, and we never gave you a dime. I guess we ought to send you something, but that was how somebody in the middle of Iowa who doesn't like to travel, doesn't get out much, minds his own business, never been to a bar. I've never been to a bar, never drank a sip of alcohol, and I think you can say the same. Mm-hmm. So if it wasn't for Farmers Only, I don't know how we would have ever found each other, but we saved ourselves for each other. God brought us together, and it's been a good marriage ever since. And we've got that testimony. So, did I miss anything?
What's your joke that you like to say?
I don't know. I got lots of jokes.
Your marriage joke, like being married for 5 minutes.
Oh, I can do that in remembrance of Frank Bro, but we've been married 15 years, but it only seems like 5 minutes underwater. No, but seriously, it really has been a joy, and it's easy to be married when the Lord's in it and you're married to a wonderful woman. So I think that's it. But if you are out there and you're not married and you want, I encourage you, I don't care if you're 10, 11, 12, 13, to start praying for your spouse now, because just because you don't know who it is doesn't mean God doesn't know who it is. And pray for their spiritual maturity. Pray for their temptation or resistance against the temptations that life throws, and pray that you find each other soon. So, okay, so now completing your tea, and you run a menu board. What's today? Happy fall, y'all. Oatmeal with muffins or bagels, sloppy joes, and tacos with fry bread. Nice. So, you originally come from Illinois, yes. But you like Iowa?
Pretty good.
Is there anywhere else you'd rather be?
No.
And that's the way it is for me. So, you're a homemaker, and you're my wife, and you're mama to 7, yes. And you're a pastor's wife. So you're very tolerant and patient. And if there's anything harder than farmer's wife is probably pastor's wife, but you fulfill both roles well. So I will say, if we didn't have you, we would fall apart. And that's no lie. So we're very thankful for you. That's Jill. That's Mama. And she is a hard worker behind the scenes, even though she doesn't always like the camera. She's even patient and tolerant to even be here now. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions, we'll be happy to answer them.